you're watching this video, you've probably heard of the Chinese healing art of cupping, particularly due to the traction from celebs and high-profile athletes such as Michael Phelps. Even though cupping has recently become popular, it is by no means a new form of therapy. Now, I'm sure we have all experienced traditional massage techniques, whereas the provider applies pressure to the skin and other soft tissues. With cupping, it's actually the inverse. The oversimplified idea is to apply negative pressure to the tissues and actually lift away the skin from your skeletal system. I know that can sound terrifying, but it is not at all painful. The cupping portion is exactly what it sounds like. There are numerous ways to apply the cup, but it takes a trained practitioner to understand the best area and movement to apply within the cup itself. Cupping is perfectly safe for the majority of people. The most common perceived negative side effect of cupping would be the bruising of the tissue, which typically goes away after about 5 to 7 days, depending on the person. As with most passive modalities, i.e. ice, heat, acupuncture, massage, instrument-assisted therapy, etc., cupping most likely won't provide a long-term fix for any musculoskeletal issue, but that also means there aren't a lot of instances where it could be perceived as harmful to use. If you've seen cupping marks, chances are that you've seen them mostly around the back. However, that doesn't mean that cupping is limited to back issues. You can apply cupping almost anywhere you may be having a musculoskeletal pain. However, not everyone has the same reduction in pain and increased range of motion. Remember, humans are all different and there is no one-size-fits-all treatment. With that said, cupping has been shown to temporarily decrease pain in most soft tissue issues, injuries, and cupping can be applied to whatever tissue has that issue. Like I mentioned earlier, the benefits of cupping can come in a wide array for different people. Because the cup is applying negative pressure to the tissue, the idea is it can promote blood flow to the tissue and thus promote healing and reduction of pain. There are different ways to use the cups in this context, but usually there will be some sort of movement applied while the cups are on. This treatment usually doesn't take long and may range from a few to 10 minutes, depending on the person and the application. With that said, the four most common benefits of cupping may last longer for some, but usually include decrease in pain, temporary increase in blood flow to the tissue, increased range of motion, provides the opportunity for an increase in movement to build up tolerance and strength in tissue and the surrounding area. The negative effects being so small, it can most likely be used as an appropriate treatment modality for those with strains, sprains, chronic pain, and other conditions. While it can be applied to most of these things, that doesn't mean that it has to be applied for conditions to improve. Like I mentioned earlier, cupping most likely won't be the end-all treatment, so it should always be applied in conjunction with some sort of movement, exercise, rehab, strengthening program to get the best results. With most treatment options, it is always important to find a provider who has been trained in that specific modality. Here at Tangelo, our chiropractors use cupping for numerous conditions and are all educated on how to communicate to the patient to come up with the best treatment plan for that specific person. Remember, we do our best to treat the person holistically, and while cupping may be an appropriate part of a treatment plan, it is best used in conjunction with other treatments in rehab as well. We at Tangelo are always here to help. Feel free to contact us to see if cupping is appropriate for you.